Hi, I'm Kimberly with Money Flows, and in this video, my mentors Ryan, Bob, or Ari will be teaching you their powerful step-by-step training methods. And if you are truly ready to take your business to the next level, you'll want to watch to the end of the video. Thank you, and again, I'm Kimberly with Money Flows.
Hey everyone, this is Ryan, and I just wanted to shoot this quick video. I get so many emails, people asking me, is Traffic Monsoon safe? Are they going to be around for a while? Is my advertising pay safe? Are they going to be around for a while? Is my paying ads safe? Are they going to be around for a while? How stable is the company? The fact is, I don't know. I don't own them, so I can't give you an answer. And not only that, it's just backwards thinking. I understand you're worried about your money, but what you need to be worrying about is where you get the most bang for your buck. Okay, so what I did is 20 days ago, I put in $50 into my advertising pays, $50 into Traffic Monsoon, and $50 into my paying ads. And after 20 days, these are the results. My paying ads earned $38 and basically 37 cents if you round that up. Traffic Monsoon made $20.37. My advertising pays $10.21. Okay? Now, what does that mean? Basically, what that means is that the ad share in my paying ads is going to expire in only 32 days. Traffic Monsoon in only 54 days, and Maps in 117 days. Now, let's compare apples to apples now. With right here, if we put all of these out to $10, because see, you get your 50 goes to $60 in my paying ads, your 50 goes to only 55 in Traffic Monsoon, and your 50 goes to 60. So you need to multiply this times 2. So you have to put that money back in at the 54-day mark, let it go one more time so that you get a $10 profit share, which now brings that out to 108 days. Okay? So with your My Paying Ads, you're seeing your money, your $50 worth of profit sharing come back to you in only 32 days. Now, what does that still mean? Well, what that means is we'll figure out your ROI. Now, this is also not including any compounding, which you got to admit, you're able to roll this back in at 32 days. Okay, here you got to wait for the 54. And actually here, you can actually start rolling this back like every day because they have as low as $1 packs and then $3 packs. So your compounding aspect of it is huge, but this is not even factoring in any of that, okay? Because that would just put my paying ads that much faster. So anyways, so what do you got? If you want to double your money, meaning we want to take this 50 and we want to run it out until it makes 50. And that, like I said, again, that's not including compounding, or my paying ads would just be that much faster. So with my paying ads, it will take 160 days to double, which is a 228% ROI. You try to find that anywhere. I mean, don't get me wrong, all of these are good in a sense. With Traffic Monsoon, it's going to take you 540 days, okay, which is a 67.5% ROI. And with Maps, it'll take 573 days, which is 63.7% ROI. Now, of course, all of these companies pay out 10%. So as far as the commission in your downline, that's a moot point because those will all be the same. 10% is 10%. However, again, my paying ads also beats that in the sense that your people can be buying as low as $1 ad packs, which means you get your 10% that much faster. You don't have to wait for them. For instance, in Maps, you don't have to wait for that person. If they only go in with $50, you don't have to wait another 100 plus days before they can go get enough $50 to buy another pack so that you make $5. And same with Traffic Monsoon. You don't have to wait over 100 days before they get $50 to go in to net you $5. Where with my paying ads, I mean, like I said, you're making them every time they buy even a $1 pack, you're making your 10%, and your $3 packs and 10%. Meaning, with their $50, I mean, that next day, because you got to understand, if you look at this, this is only in 20 days, meaning they're almost, it's about $1.90 a day, which means these guys, if they only went in at $50 starting off brand new, they're able to buy 1.9 ad shares a day. So for every 2 days, they're buying 3 shares. Do you know what I mean? So you're starting to make your commissions back right away. And so if you factor in all of that, it's huge. But I wanted to keep it nice and small. You can still see the difference here. So what does this mean to you? Well, what it means is, for instance, if all of these companies went belly up, okay, and say they all went belly up in, say, a year, they all lasted a year, what does that mean? That means with my paying ads, you have a chance to make a 556% ROI on your money, because you'd be able to run this all out twice. Here, you guys wouldn't even get these percents. Now, don't go in this thinking they're only going to last 2 years. I mean, business is business. But this is why you need to hedge your investments. And what I mean by that is be in more than one. You need to be in 2 of these minimum, because that way all your money is not in one basket. Like all your eggs are not in one basket. I mean, if one company goes, it doesn't matter. You've built up your other one. Okay? And then, of course, stay in the mix. I mean, stop searching the internet for negative crap. Stop being your own victim, and instead get active in the Facebook groups that are running these companies. Focus on the 2 companies that you pick and train yourself to always be aware of what's going on. For instance, look at me. I'm running these numbers. Run these numbers again in 6 months. See how much they change. Okay? Start seeing, if your return gets a lot lower and stuff. Just start paying attention, because I'll tell you what, there's always going to be a sign when I've only had one big hit to where a customer closed out on me, and there was a ton of signs. I mean, a ton, and I just ignored them all because I was just so pumped about how much money I was making. And anyway, so of course I ended up losing there. But again, all that did was make me smarter. So my point is just stay in the mix, pay attention, and roll your money in as fast as you can. And one last thing. For those of you that are going to sit back there right now and you're thinking in your head, well, yeah, Ryan, but you don't get this whole $10. $7 goes into repurchasing and $3 goes to cash. Okay, first of all, that is a completely moot point. It would be different in this case. See, in this case, these numbers are a little skewed because what do you lose? You lose like $3 of this to ad fund. Now, why does that make a difference? Well, because you can't spend ad fund on another pack. Okay, so really MAPS is kind of by far the worst out of these 3 because you're not even really getting this. So actually I should have maybe figured that out, because this would have ran you out to about 150 days, which would have put this way out there at like 700 days and put your ROI down to like 50%, because you're only able to spend 7 out of this 10 into repurchasing packs. But here you get to spend all 10. Same with here. Okay, and I've had so many people come to me and be like, well, I could never get all of my money out of my paying ads then, because 70 always has to go to repurchase. Well, what I want you to do is I want you to sit there on a computer, on a calculator, and I want you to keep putting in 70%. Don't ever touch your 30% cash. Keep reinvesting your 70. You understand? You put in, so just figure it this way. You have $100. You just earned $100, so $30 of it comes to you. 70 you have to go repurchase. Well, now go repurchase that 70. And now you take that profit, and now you have even less. My point is if you keep going and you don't ever reinvest the cash, your 70 will come down to nothing, which means one thing and one thing only. Yes, you can get 100% of your money out of my paying ads, because if you don't put anything above 70, it will end up going down to 0. Okay, which means you'll have cashed it all out, because every time you keep putting it in, you're taking 30% of it back out in cash. You follow me? So it's a moot point, and but unfortunately, the uneducated people take that. They don't think it through. They want to assume, and so they just assume, well, I'm only making 30% cash. I can't do that. The fact is, the compounding issues, or not issues, I mean benefits and everything, just put my paying ads off the charts as far as the returns. So, anyways. I know it's kind of sounded like I've promoted both. I'm actually in all 3 of these, so it's not like I'm against one or the other, but I got to put the facts where the facts are and the truth where it is, so that for those of you that don't have a bunch of money to put in all 3, you know where to put your money. And I'm sorry, but you need to be putting it in my paying ads. I mean, the numbers don't lie. These are the numbers. These are exact case studies of me. And just the benefit that you can get people under you to start as little as $5 and then they can repurchase at $1 at a time. I mean, it just broadens how much easier it is for you to go sign. I mean, you can go simply just get a product, which I actually will give you to give out. Everybody that's on my team, you basically just give a product away. All they have to do is sign up to your My Paying Ads and donate $5. Well, they're building their own, so they're putting in $5 into their own account. Trust me, once they start seeing $5 even grow, like for instance, after 20 days, the $5 would have just made $3.83. They're not just going to stay at the $5 mark. They're just going to keep putting money in, okay? Whether it only be the money they spend on their 2 coffees a day, who cares? Over time, it adds up. All right, so anyways, guys, I just want to shoot that quick video. I hope it was informative. And if so, please, I don't know where I'm going to send this. It might just be on my YouTube link. If it is, then just like and comment on the video. All right, anyways, thanks, guys. We'll see you in another video.